Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode in the Obvious Response series for Farming Simulator 22. So, I actually recorded a seventh episode earlier, but somehow it got deleted. So, yeah, I was actually doing some cleanup and I accidentally deleted the recording. And as I don't have another copy of the previous save game, so I will go through all the things I did in the last episode. Uh, so the first thing we did was we rolled all the fields. So this field has grass and we planted grass in this field and we rolled it. So as you can see, we now have 100% yield bonus. Uh, this field has 98% for some reason. Maybe because it didn't have anything to mulch, no crop stubble to mulch. So that's why it's still 98% for this. But yeah, again, it's not too bad. And this field has 100% yield bonus. So both these fields have canola planted in them, field number 40 and 41, and field number 38 has grass. All so we rolled all these three fields in the recording that got deleted. So I am very sorry for that. The and another thing I did was I topped up the greenhouses with water. So for that, we purchased this water tanker, which you can find here under the animals section in the shop. So this is the one which I purchased and we selected the black color for it. And to tow this around, I purchased a truck. So I mean, this can be towed with trucks, which you can see here, or using a dolly you can connect it to a tractor also. So we went with the Volvo FH16 with all the um, with the 750 horsepower engine and other trimmings and accessories, which you can see here. So we topped up our greenhouses twice. Once with a natural, we refilled our tanker with natural water body, so that didn't cost us any money. So I'll quickly show you from where did we actually top it up. And the second time we used the water source at the farm, so uh, that costed us $3,200 for 32,000 liters. So just a quick recap. So if you don't want to pay for water, there is a location here. So this is empty, so I'll quickly refill this up since we are down here anyways. So you can just go here, and if you look at the vehicle controls menu, so as soon as the tanker is I mean the filling point of the tanker is in contact with water, you'll get the option to refill it, and you press R and the refilling will start. So this has a capacity of um, 32,000 liters, and each of the farmhouse I think takes around 20,000 liters at a time. So yeah, we did two refills, one from here, and just to get an idea of how much it actually costs, so we did another one at the farm. So every time you refill it from a natural source, you will be saving $3,200 straight away, because this doesn't cost us any money. So that's a good um way to save some money. And once you have this topped up, so we can just go back to the farm. So those were the two activities which we did in the recording that I deleted. So it's like we didn't do that much. So as soon as you come near it, it will show you the option to start overloading. So these are already full. We'll just top them up in case. And then went ahead and parked this over here. Uh, this time maybe, yeah, we can park it over here. So that's why we have these bigger sheds, so that these longer vehicles can fit inside. And then if we have a look at our production chains, so our greenhouses are now working. So the capacity of each is 20,000 liters. So this is growing tomatoes, lettuce, and strawberries. So this has cycles per month, which is 1536, and this has half of those cycles. So it takes double the time. Um, the time for lettuce production is double as compared to tomatoes. So you can see we have around 27 liters of tomatoes, but just 13 liters of lettuce. The strawberries again has the cycle per month same as the tomato. So we have 43 liters of strawberry at the moment. And another thing I mentioned in that recording is there are different ways you can. So if you are growing tomatoes, you can just select it and you can change the output mode. So you can either store them, you can either sell them, or you can distribute them uh, among your production chains wherever it is required. So at the moment we are storing them. So this will generate pallets adjacent to the greenhouses, which we will then store until we have some production chain figured out which can turn it into some finished product. So the pallets will appear in this section here, and we'll probably need a forklift uh, to collect them. So these are the tomato plants. This is lettuce, and these are the strawberry plants coming along nicely. Yeah, so this was what we did in the last recording. So now the roller is back at the farm. All of our machinery is now back at the farm. So there is nothing parked in front of the shop now. And what I was planning to do in this episode was to buy some additional fields. And what I l- decided was to have field number 43 to purchase this field because this already has a wheat uh, crop ready to be harvested. And then I wanted to buy field number 45 and 46 because these have canola and wheat. Uh, the idea behind buying these fields is we can use the wheat to get the rest of our chicken coops started. So we can have a lot of eggs to sell as well as to use in our production chains, and also to have some additional fields um, which we can farm. So field number 45 and 46 have spaces for little sheds, which we will see in some time, where we can park some machinery which we can use to work on these fields, so we don't have to travel every time from the farm. And field number 43 is nearby, so yeah, let's just go ahead and buy these three fields for now. We'll purchase field number 47 later once the crop is ready to be harvested, because I don't actually want to move too quickly. So three fields, medium size fields, are something which we will add to our farm and see if we can work on them. So we are still on real time. So it's still 2:30 p.m. So in order to purchase fields, you can press X or click on the farmland option here at the bottom. So this will show you the land that you already own and all the fields. They will have different numbers. The numbering is different on the map overview as compared to the farmland. So please don't be confused by that. So in the farmland view, we are just gonna purchase field number 22 first. So this costs us 465,432 dollars. Then we'll go ahead and purchase field number 5 and field number 4 for now. So you can see our farmland now consists of fields 16, 19, 20, 22 here, and field number 4 and 5 here at the bottom end of the map. So we will look into buying some bigger fields, but for now we are moving from smaller fields over to medium sized fields. So we'll first harvest wheat from field number 4 and field number 22, or as per this from field number 46 and 43. So we'll first start with harvesting so that we can get the rest of our chicken coops working. So let's go ahead and yeah. So we have these chicken coops, and at the moment only one of them is working, so we want to get all five of them producing eggs. So we only have chickens in the first coop as of now, and they have started producing eggs. So this is the first pallet. You can see the eggs in the pallet stacked. So five pieces, that means five sets of eggs. The animal health is 30%, but that will increase over time. And we have 200 chickens and roosters in this coop at the moment. So heading over to our harvester. So we should be able to harvest both the fields back to back, because the harvester has I mean it has unrealistic capacity, so we won't need to empty it in between. And that was the reason uh, we went for very large capacity, so that we don't have to make trips to the farm in between. So let's head over first to field number 43. So this is field number 43 right here. So I will set the header down here, take a quick turn, oops, sorry, uh, and attach it. Yeah, I'm sure my driving skills will improve as we go ahead in the series, because right now they just sound terrible. Yeah, so we'll just connect it, and then we'll just fold the header, and we are good to go. So let's pick a corner to start. 30 kilometers per hour is a decent enough speed. So we'll probably do a headland first, because as you can see there are trees all around this field, so we want some room. So again we'll unfold the harvester, and we'll set down the header, start it, and here we go. that's field number 43 harvested. So we got 76,000 liters out of it, and yeah, which is pretty decent. Now we'll head over to field number 46. So let me just put down our header. So we'll unfold it first, then set it down. Then fold our harvester. As I mentioned before, you won't be able to fold the in-game harvesters if they are holding grain, but yeah, this modded version you can still fold it. So let's head on down to field number 46. We'll take the longer route this time. Go all the way down this road right to the train tracks. Eventually we will move on to bigger fields, which you can see here. I think that's field number 36 on the left, 30, 32, 31 on the right. Oops, oops, please don't crash. It's hard to keep this on the road sometimes, but yeah. So we just saw the train passing, and we will cross the tracks into field number 46. So we'll set our header here. So you can see this field has been cultivated and seeded, but the stones have not been removed, and because it is cultivated there are weeds growing on this. And the yield bonus as a result is affected, that's 75%. So let's go ahead and connect our header, fold it, and start harvesting. I need to unfold the harvester. And then we can start harvesting. And you can see there is weed growing in places on this field too, probably because it was also cultivated and not plowed. So these gray spots that you see in the field, these are the weed plants that bring down the harvest. So still good, it's still 88%, but yeah, it still has weed growing in it. Yeah, getting back to the harvesting. and that's the field harvested. So we cannot harvest the canola right after the wheat because we'll have to empty our tank first. So let's fold our harvester and let's fold our header. Sorry, unfold our header, place it down because we will be heading back to the farm. Now we can use the harvester directly to fill up the chicken feeders, but it has a very long pipe, so that won't that will not look nice. So we will unload it in the silo first, then load it into a trailer, or we can directly load it into a trailer. Ideally, the trailer should be at the field where we are harvesting, but since our harvester has a very large capacity, so we can simply use it to transport it back to the farm. Uh, we'll unload it, we'll fill up the chicken feeders, and then go back to harvest that canola. I did something stupid, I don't know what happened. It looks like it's still connected, but it's not. Hmm. Not sure what happened there. Let me just pick it up again. Take the pipe out and position it over here. Unload the grain, stick it back in, and let's park it here for now because we will be going back. Yep. So we'll quickly grab our let's see if we can do it using this. I just want to see what it looks like if I connect this to this. So yeah, not gonna work at all. So we'll go back to our medium tractor, the New Holland. So we only have New Hollands at the moment, and if I can get pull myself together and do this correctly. Yeah, so open and refill wheat. If you close it, it stops. Okay. This wagon has again has unrealistic capacity, so it's not even 1% of what it can hold. So we'll probably do some contracts after this so that uh, we can actually use these large capacity wagons and harvester. So yeah, it's still going. Should be 2% now. That's all of the wheat. 12,700. It's actually 127,000 liters. So put the cover back on. Let's go to our chicken coops. So this we topped it up. So this actually has, so the total capacity is 9,000 liters. So it's a little less because it has been some time. So we'll just quickly top this up. We'll use the grain door again. For now, we are using the grain door. That's all 9,000 liters topped up. This has some wheat already. These are completely empty. It's not giving me overloading option for some reason here. Hmm, that's strange. Not here and not here. So this has 0. This is full. This is full. But these are not giving me an option. Overload for some reason. I'm not sure why. Let's try it this way. Hmm. That is strange. It's not allowing me to fill these two. I'm not sure why. They're the same. Hmm. Worked here. Doesn't wanna work on the last two for some reason. Maybe it's because of the wagon. Is the mod causing any issue? But the first three, these just don't want any grains. I'm not sure why. We'll have to look into that. Maybe we can try it with a different wagon attached. So let's go ahead and unload this. Refill it just a little bit. 8,900. Just a little bit more. Try it again. No, still nothing. Doesn't give me an option to unload. Not sure why. Okay, for now we have 3 of the 5 coops that will allow me to feed the chickens. So we'll go with the same distribution. So we'll have 60 of these, 60 of these. Let's say another 60 of these. Ten roosters. And let's say 10 of these. So that will be 200. Rest, I am relying on the chickens to. So the animals don't die if you don't feed them, but yeah, they'll stop producing whatever they're supposed to. So that's another 60. That's 60. And 10. And 10 roosters. So that will be same for all the chicken coops. So let me just try to put some animals here. Let's say we put one chicken here, the lone chicken, and then try to. The feeders are all exactly the same, except these are lower into the ground. So I'm not sure if that is what is causing the issue here, because it won't let me unload. Not here and not here, and these are the only ones which are somewhat lower into the ground. Not sure what is happening. If you have any idea, to let me know. I will try it with a different wagon because this is a modded one, so I'm not sure if something weird is happening for the last two. But for now, we have three of our chicken coops up and running. We just park it here. Quickly grab a non-modded wagon. Maybe just a small one. So let's see, this has 8 cubic meters, this is 22. 24, 33, 34, 34, 37, 40. So we need 45. This is 52, 52, 56. So that's 45, and it can carry almost anything. So that's a big wagon. Yep, so we'll try with this. Don't want the manure spreader with it. Maybe later if we need it we can customize it. But for now we'll just go with this. That has never happened before. Let's get some grain in there. 18 will do. So the overloading option is still not working. Not sure why. I might have. Okay, let's try and set these up again. Because the interactive marker is still above ground and it should work. I mean, I don't see any issue, but maybe, yep, still not working. Hmm. So we might need leave this as is for now and just make do with three of these. Maybe we can level the ground and then try to place it. Let's see if overloading option works now. Yep, it's working now. So the silo needs to be above ground for it to work. This white bottom part of the silo should be, sorry, of the feeder should be above ground. So let's put the final one back in again. So we can return to malady. This is a long filler, so we will not be using this to top up the feeders. Prepare it for $1. Its value is almost $60,000, and the new one costs what, 68. That's roughly $8,000 we just lost. But yeah, it's good that we figured out um, that little bug, or feature, or whatever you want to call it, that if your feeder is too much into the ground, too much in the ground, then you might have problem filling it up here. So yeah, that's pretty much what we can do. We plan to harvest that at the field, but due to that little glitch, we wasted a lot of time. So that's all for this video. All the 5 chicken coops are now up and running. In the next video, we'll harvest field number 45. Then we can bale, we can collect the straw in field number 43 and 46. And then we can do some contracts, some harvesting contracts, because we have the machines for that. So this is canola, this is canola. So we can harvest both of these at once, and they have to go to the same GCHB grain elevator. So that should be easy for us. Field number 8 is should be here. This is field number 8, and field number 20 is here on the way. So we'll probably harvest this, and on the way we'll harvest this, and then complete both the contracts. So let me just accept these contracts for now, and then we can go and harvest wheat in field number 21 immediately. We will need a wagon because the harvester can't fit inside the grain elevator, but field number 21 is right there. So we'll probably unload the canola in a wagon, send it send it there, and we can harvest field number 21, and again do all 3 contracts in one go. So I'll accept all 3 of these. We'll pick them up in the next episode. But for now, thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, please do like, share, and subscribe. If there are any suggestions, you can leave them in the comments, and I'll surely have a look at them. So the greenhouses are now working. Beehives are already working. The rest of the chicken coops are also working. All the machinery is back at the farm. All the 3 fields have almost 100% yield bonus. We bought 3 additional fields, out of which we harvested wheat from 2 of them, and uh, topped up our feeders for the chickens. We ran into a bit of trouble, but eventually we figured that out. So until next episode, this is me signing off. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers. Bye bye.